this next guest is, an awesome guy that, he's been hustling for a little bit, trying to get his first deal. And, he's had some failures. He's had some successes, things like that. But ultimately, as the title says it, he got his first deal with zero marketing dollars. So we'll find out how he did it and what he's planning on doing in the future, things like that. Welcome, Matt Lee. How you doing, Matt?
Hello. So Randy.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good.
So we're streaming right now to. I think I got a little bit of a feedback with you, but
You might just turn the volume down.
yeah.
My headphones are dead. I forgot to charge them. So.
Oh, okay. So we have as we posted out there, you did your first deal. How many times? First off, when did you learn about wholesaling, and what was your reaction to it, and how you got started and things like that, all the way up until you actually closed your first deal? How long was it?
Yeah. So I actually started or learned about it in April. So back in April, that's when I was on Facebook. Those Facebook videos, little the reels, scrolling through that, and I kept seeing this one guy, Paul McComb. Rest in peace. He passed away, but Paul McComb, he's a wholesaler. So I kept seeing him, and I'm like, okay. And then I didn't think anything of it until probably a couple weeks later. After that, I saw it again, and then I kept seeing these real estate videos and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, something's up. So I looked up same guy, and okay, I get it. So I looked up wholesaling. So when I looked up wholesaling, I'm like, oh, okay, this is real estate. Okay, you don't need a real estate license for this. Okay, it got me interested.
Yep.
So after that, I just kept looking up YouTube videos. And at that time, I was working at the at Flagstar Bank. I was working in an office, so I just sit in the office all day doing paperwork. I could sit on my phone, so I just sit there all day watching YouTube. Start with the basics first, of course. What is wholesaling? What is real estate? This and that. The basic knowledge of it. Mm-hmm. And then once I got that going, I'm like, okay. And then I started learning about, actually taking action, and that's what really got me scared, because I'm not scared to talk to people, but on the phone, yeah, I am, and Randy knows. So, but I gotten a lot better with it. I'm not gonna lie. From when I started until when I am now, I am surprised how much better I got at it. I don't realize it until you actually think back,
Yep.
But once I got that on the way, I think it was back in May, is when I went to the first REI. That's when I met Randy, and I'm like, okay, this and that. I got to get all these, knowledge of real estate. I got to understand what ARV is, what these terminologies were, because I didn't know what a comp was or ARV. I didn't understand that. And eventually through time, you see that terminology so much, you just memorize it. So I went to the REI meeting, and that's when I actually, told myself, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to get anywhere if I don't actually take action. So when, I just kept watching a lot of YouTube videos to motivate me. I watched a lot of Zach and Rick, his father and son duo. They teach a lot of how to this is literally off a YouTuber. They teach you literally how to do this without no marketing. So literally, I just copy and paste, right?
Okay.
So this is literally what I did. So
what YouTube channel was that again?
Was that?
Who was that again? What YouTube channel?
Oh yeah, I'll tell you guys, because he's all about it too. Zach and Rick, and the last name is Jen. Yeah, so they have separate channels, but they have a father-son duo. They go live every day. They teach us little tricks that gurus, they teach, or they make you pay thousands of dollars for, and when literally you can learn this stuff for free. So I'm like, I don't have the money, and I know people that done it without money. I see it. I want to be those people that do it without money. It's possible, right? Everything's there. And so once that I got that, understanding. And I'm like, okay. So once I got the part where I finally called people and I didn't have a script, and so I kept watching YouTube, so I learned and learned and learned, you know. And once I got that going, and then I'm like, dang, you know, nothing's working, blah 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 blah. But then at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, all it takes is one deal, you know, one good deal, you know.
Oh yeah.
And I've had a lot of failures. I'm not gonna lie. Randy knows I had a lot of failures. I tell him this and stuff like that. Good deals, bad deals. I actually.
So let's do this. What was your first, I would say, under contract? And because I don't want to say your first deal because we'll leave that going. But what was your first under contract? And what did you learn from it? How did it go wrong? You know, tell me the story.
Okay, yeah. So literally, my first actual contract I got, that was like it's one of those things that like, okay, I finally got that first step done. I got a contract, and now literally it's just finding a buyer, literally.
Okay.
So after I did that, so once you find the contract, once you get the seller, once you get the house under contract. When I got that contract, you know, my life, like, I actually like, oh my gosh, I'm about to make $10,000 because the typical wholesale fee assignment is $10,000. All the videos I watch. So when I watched those videos, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get $10,000. This house, it's you know, Airbnb is 100K. This house, I'm getting it for 30K. I could definitely get it for 40K, make a $10,000 assignment fee. So when I got the contract, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna send it out. Bam! I think I'm gonna get it sold by tomorrow. But reality is, you know, it is true. Yeah, you can get a deal on the contract, but it's just gotta be the right, you know, what people looking for. Technically, you know, nothing.
It's gotta be a deal.
It's gotta be. Yeah, you can get
you got a prop, and this is the difference between having a deal and having something under contract.
Yeah.
Okay. Just because you have something under contract does not mean it's a deal. Okay. There's a lot of people that have things under contract and they are not, it is just not a deal because there's no buyers or, you know, they're not going to pay anything for it.
Yeah.
How did you come across, how did you find the deal? Because I didn't find the deal.
Yeah.
You found the deal.
So, before I get to that, I mean, the whole reason so when I first started wholesaling, you know, in my head, I was pretty greedy. You know, you get greedy, you're like, oh, I have to just do it by myself. But this is when, you know, I started doing it by myself, and I was getting someone, but I wasn't getting anywhere. So this is when I started thinking, like, JV, you know, people think JV is bad, you lose a lot of money, but technically, it's literally paperwork you're giving over, just you know, selling it for a standard fee. So I'm like, literally, I'm not losing nothing, you know, really, you know. So I'm like, JV is not hard. I gained something from it, from a partner that I work with. But when I JV, it's got to be somebody that, like, of course, Randy, someone that knows what they're doing, not just some typical somebody else, you know, that I wouldn't really, you know. But
now, and when I JV, I take over, and I take over the whole process, but I don't leave you out of it.
Yeah.
I explain the whole process going through it, okay? And I teach you. So did you feel that going in? How did you feel about going through the process of when you got it under contract, when you brought it to me, and what was going through your mind on that?
Oh, so when that one, I mean, when it went under contract, that one was like, you talking about the first one we got under contract. But I think you put it under contract, I think, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So how, as far as the process from when you brought the deal to me?
Yeah.
Okay. So what did we talk about? You know, about the deal.
Oh, so for the deal, I mean, for this deal, when I found it, I think Randy was the first person that I went to because he did have all this, you know, Facebook stuff, and he did know buyers, and so I trusted him. So this right away, I went to him, hey, this is a good deal, and the only way to know if it's a good deal is to go see the property. And so this is where it kind of comes for, especially when you're local. This is why like
Mhm.
I'm doing local right now in my market instead of virtual wholesaling, which eventually maybe down the line I would, but it was local. So we went to the property, and I kid you not, when you actually go into the property talking to sellers, the owners of the house, it does help a lot with the deal. So it does. So this is, and I did go to a lot of houses before that by myself, but there's some stuff that I just don't understand, or I'm not too good at it yet. I'm not experienced enough to where I know enough to where like when someone asks me something, I want to be know how to pretty much like close it. Get them to say yes. But I mean, I just go out there for the experience. So
Right.
for this one, I had Randy come out because I'm like, hey Randy, I want to see how you do it. So when Randy went with me, I talked to the owner, he talked to the owner, we talk, we do everything. But Randy knows more. It's that thing like, okay, I did my job, and then Randy, your turn. It's like a team.
Yep. So let's go backwards though, before we got there. Because we still haven't talked about your marketing strategy, like how you came across the deal.
Yeah.
So how did you learn about that strategy? I'm assuming by this YouTube channel that you said about.
Yep.
So talk to me a little bit about that strategy, the marketing strategy to find the deals and how this came about.
Yeah. So how I went from it was, of course, YouTube. So YouTube, you go on, how to wholesale so or how to find your deals, with zero money, so. You just type in YouTube, and it gives you, stuff similar to whatever you're talking about, what you want. So you go there, you watch it, I learned it, I'm like, okay. So I did that. So there was the Facebook one, they teach you about this one. So Facebook, Zillow, and Craigslist, and a whole other things. But I did the Facebook one. So this one, so Facebook, I'm pretty good at it. So I could pretty much tell which one's a wholesale they're posting up, or which one's a realtor. So I could understand it. So from that thing, so what I do, and then technically I usually do the ones that have the address on it, and it's an actual for sale by owner. And so for those ones, and then the ones with the address, before I even message them, I'm pretty quick at it too sometimes. I just go in Zillow, Redfin, find comps real quick, see what the numbers are. If the number's too high, and I don't even bother, talking to them, because it's like, I already know, they're asking too much. And even if I get too low, it's just still gonna be too low, and it's not gonna be enough room for us to make a buyer want it. So I just do that. So I just keep going out, do Facebook, finding houses, and then you find the ones that you read the description, you could tell if it's a for sale by owner for real. So you just click, you just go there, and you can see the price and the address, and everything makes right, and everything makes sense. I look up Redfin, I find the comps, and then if the numbers are like close to market value or just a little bit lower, then that's when I typically message them. So I mean, this is the secret I do something, but it's work. So the way I do that, and then I just go, of course, hey, is this available? And if they reply back, that's when you'd be like, because if they don't reply back, then okay, don't worry about it. But if they do reply back, that's when, okay, this person is likely to talk to me or communicate with me quickly and good. So when I do that, I have little things, I'm like, I'll teach them my little, well, I had to build a script to time. So SMS is literally messaging. Sometimes I have to talk on the phone, So I like, of course, Randy knows, I like to text a lot, or I like to message a lot. Sometimes I do call, but most of my time I am texting. There's nothing wrong with that sometimes, but that strategy works. So that's why I like to learn everything. It does work for a lot of other situations. And